Alright, you see my movie be aquaba and for my platform so mega TV na this studio mo ancheme he so me left so mfa encheme yeda so ejina Agyapade book no eso na madika aka se sa book e book a eni kwan se timamuni bia udo oman konkoro Ghana no oso so sa book we so not even the MPP near it was also because the book no element no to a year only a year Akyem for not even a Santa for and you will be not sort as like a book we are saying no more before. In fact, many no dear oh you mistake. Let's all come together and fight against this corruptible book so-called Agyapade document. Now, only Mamma Cassie Pancho. The new case now was asked, Uncle Fobin air cancer me, says a bucuna. Say, Omujitum say, I need baby as out to Dacum, as Antibidia to you and other than Coco Fado. Every other a chain mine in a motive for pennies. I know, and I wish say Muku as they are ready. Then they should go to court. Now, I'm 18 years, the Inquisitive Court injunction. Anase interrogation anase say mo kan say omunko for legal advice say be media houses, media platforms, social media platforms, traditional media, print media and other social media anything enka any asiniye mfamfa say buku na buku no ebitim edi ne duma in a serene manner. Nkuboso ka say edientia up to now Bible be no na take that kind of legal action no emfanyede emfantia yura emfantia ni pakra kasa titire ni hopsi adoye yura asani tano any keka ho and other social media platforms omonya bra hate so bosso the biabena being an bosso, especially the social media platform mega ham to be a camwase. And this is someone the quarter and they call the injunction to swallow. Nobody can talk about it. I was saying, Dintia a moment me fan court in answer. I said no, I am a quarry. And the sign of the altar, young Nipa culture. But the issue here is Nipa in a room. And what is happening in the book song, it is what is happening right now. And ye can be mammy can be among women so equal society. And can you tell me the book a fiction? And I say book a fact. Book a fact. Because every single activity in the book is working. Every single thing of what's stating in the book ejuma intiro untimi nkase fiction untimi nkase fabricated story yebakọ ni kwakuti ensem bi omo so edi abubo ho afa ho na uti ensem a omo kana it shows clearly say book no na say document no fabricated story say na president Akufo-Addo kan dia then also mutimi court no mo kwaji court injunction edisi so ente saade a na chese book no emunsem die ewumi na in fact enene no kwadi na chese sanity yenko ne nkuti komodidi bi akoso na ekoba the san ewo odru bi a ebesen ekwakuti di aka ho yakupon hira bedia na ga meso so be subscribe to the channel no na wala kidumadi enso na wa share na fuso eni bi ahwe kekwa ne nkuti ensem no emfibra na mesos ibenya abotre na wati ensem no one after the other what I say na abotre ne ti ensem no one after the other ti mu ensem no ti mu ensem no because asem we aba no bi ameka enye people for ne monya ndc for ne monya na mum Ghana we are talking about Ghana. You know, you should be interested. So Ghana said, that's why again in here. You could see some from the coupon in Shrapidian Naga. Subscribe with me, from the
honest, me say too little, too late. A bad of work and was no. I was say people consent. You people should start suing them. Start suing them. Na court why day. No bia bomudi why say na mo hwe obi bomudi mo kwa so yesi mo pemanso manso be na mo pese mo pema manso kwa se mu ni mo twe achi fo yesi mo pemanso kwa se mu ni mo twe manso no way ya bu bomudi dim dia fanwem afa techem. You are unable to sue these people. Why?
You don't know them.
I saw the author and the paper be produce or the document the beko no say be kuta document way and the say sue the person. Sue the person. What kind of life is this? Yes, one action for there or mo de man so there say mo man so twe say ehenya kwa say mo man so twe na akofo ye hwe e de wotan kese pa e na e bagana. For me, maybe I have one tea bass, me pa, na ka me be man penny, and I make a be woman, can get some more muscle-cry. I did buy a check. A buy a check. Said none come back once, must come once, and da. Much too little, too late. Too little, too late. I didn't know about before 2016 elections. Why none per court and why did it? Why did it? There are about 5 different versions of the so-called Agyapade document. I don't know whether it's a book or just a document. Why the Troy? Na essential for Timothy Nasi. Na Obiaba studio was say no book could be your friend Agyapade. No be a page be a piano. Why the Troy book will be any? It is essential for any source. Afedie bonia abaye timuntino, you no longer care about the source of a document being. Who is the author of the so-called book? Is it a book or document or compilation? Because baby Christ will be natural there no and we are back of that and tears puzu or say Professor Kweku Azar one article I watch na ya no so mo dia shame. I think so author natural me where Professor Kweku Azar na and the article what throw here that Facebook social media CD no de koy na no mu dia shame atwa assembly sia no mu da be shame assembly sia no mu da be shame and people believe it one more mujidin dia mo honya ma wakese because eden ya wiase no sanity if anything unsuspecting sanity public. My central for women one was a traditional media. Etimi mo obi ade obi atwa wode otan ebe abusu akuo bi mu. Ade na obi atwa no eti said the Rwanda genocide nisi ye no. Ade na o matwa no e wo potential say betim the tribal war crab Ghana. Obati obi say and abusu akuo bi e wo nche na omo pese Ghana Agyapade nyina omo de mom wo fa ase nom afa wo obako se obati ane se akoso mo no wo da ye ne well se mi wu a ye fa ma me ba panyi akoso mo dam wo bodam na se joniti ho na wakasa asem we na se bi peduasa Ghana nye obi dia Ghana ye nyina ye dia enti obi ti be block o te se abusu akuo kituwa bi eno matro bi sei se ya me da koso me fa koso mo wo so fa ebi atobo gas me put the campaign fa kwa even me pe GPH me pete ma port MPS e hon diska wo pa mo fa mame na ka me da ya well ama me ba kwasi me free mu a wona na ama mo nche na enkofu agedi e say what say say prominent media house discusses asem no without any challenger. What are we you cringe? Say identity now enipa bi edi bonesa wan ye careful a obefa de dia bo bitirim. That is the danger of that book. Who Panya Bekasa, me I'll be honest. Me say too little, too late. A bad that bag of work and no. I was say people consent. You people should start suing them. Start suing them.
Comments. The President of the Republic says Agyapade book is fake. As soon as PSA or in a fiction. Gabi says to believe it is to have your head examined. Now, what do you make of it, Honorable Bugre?
You see, in literature or in education, we drew baby to say masters. Which read there, you have to show the source. Which read A, you have to show the source. And the year where the A and the D came from. Nipa miyansa na akasa. Nipa akukudam or MPP na akasa efa book no asem. And then adanse bensu na wombium. HSS agene. For all you know, Madam Fe oti hai. Any normal party no na mo print this bookie at the out. For all you know, just to give us a bad name. For all you know, no mo share that printed bookie the aba just to give us a bad name because sabi empreduasa. Say ye no ye book and ye krata ni atwa say Agyapade na ye kan. Young ma out emphasis can print and then we deny that it doesn't belong to us. What do you say? Because you are throwing your money away. What do you say? And to say President Akasa, Gabi Akasa, and I also want to be on Akasa. Very good, Nipa Miasa Akasa. Say book na ye kanu. If you believe in it, your head has to be examined. Really? And I make an ye say book no. It is a propaganda. Obina said that ye book in the abase. Omunya na enkaye. What do you say? So that we'll get a bad name. So that you need to know your baby.
Now be happy woman there. Coincident.
The won't be a fake.
The won't see what's in it in a coincident.
Senate say they think they are losing money.
No, not the same. No. The rising of Kofi Busumpi, rising of Kofi Busumpi to take over Senate and capture EcoBank Transnational. No? It was stated in the book that has happened.
When a castle, EcoBank Transnational, it has been captured. It has been captured.
Yes. How? Because the plan was
where's the evidence?
Senate should take Busumpi as the Director General so that he will go to where's the evidence? It's in the book.
The evidence in the book that it is a planting by MPP. That they should rise and say, "Yam push it, Busumpi."
Yes.
Not what capture friends.
Now we're taking charge of EcoBank.
And I make no say no more debater. You should base it on issues.
No,
it should be based on issues. Mamika Semitro. Me Mamika Semitro. Hey, last Mikasa Semiwa. And this Kotamel catcher or Muse. And John Mahama Kwako Jiska World Bank. Yes, opposition then leader, which is the sitting president. One sign also one sign. Side into World Bank Sikano. Ya farmer. What to be that? Yes, people internally believed it. They been all can. What's it say?
What kind?
NDC 4 see Tamale South. I was a me born in Tamale. What you say? Me catch say. Me catch say. The Ghanaians you left in 2012 2016 election.
Yes.
It's not the Ghanaians you are seeing today. No propaganda no, it won't fly. It won't fly, my brother. It won't fly. Every day in the out, the Ghanaians becoming wiser. Yeah, and it's here bakroma. Until the people know. Me say by December no by December this country see the election they are moving winning. But me do say by December you see what happens.
Now what will happen in December that we will not win if we are winning today? What will happen in December that we are not?
The charge will have changed. The issues will have changed. And the dollar ever from when is our own.
What you say?
Me see, the dollar is stabilizing and it's coming down.
Probably the one from your bed, under your bed, that is stabilizing.
And then you are not reading. You are not reading.
We are engaged.
You are not reading. What you are saying? Me say, by December, you'll be shocked. You will shock you because we'll beat you with a strategy you understand. Me say, by that time, all the fundamentals that you are seeing today, now you are winning.
Artificial and I say natural.
And yet, statistically,
there is nothing that statistically unless you artificially manipulate the indicators.
Statistically, you will see that your friends, the indices all will change, and Ghanaians will believe us more than the propaganda you are doing. And to propaganda now, my dear, it won't fly. It won't fly. Ghanaians are getting wise a day in, day out. And to book one can say, Obi Odebechanya Sinu who? Obi Odebuku Bechanya Sihu, and President. any Gabi, any Penfa Kukudamaka, will be able to see who because it's a lie. It's a lie. There might be an idea like that, but we don't have a book in that case. But who other places? KKD, Kosije Dakwa, he had a similar book on joy. Kasa, DN.
KKD, Akasa Hopa.
Yes, Kasa. It's a lie.
It's not
at least. But if you say it is any idea, that is our idea. What you say? Yen so near say book na muricha manfo, krata muricha manfo, and you know
a secret document I have told you. So you are running away from it, but the reality is that it's happening in your government. It's happening in your government. So what are you saying?
Me say propaganda now all the years that we have been using. It won't fly.
Real.
Again say a busumpe na call SIC and that it has been planned sir. The people in Senate, sorry, the people are Senate too. They are not they are professionals. They have integrity. They have a name to protect. What you say?
If what you are saying is true,
me say book now so be the chair sinu who I don't know obi abeka say book na ba na je kan sinu who it's not true. For all you know, and this any other people who want to see us out of government are those who have printed this book and are brought us so to give us a bad
so let me give you one example.
Don't give me any example.
True or not?
Kasamiti.
The new Kasa says here all government cars are being insured by Enterprise Group. Is it right? In your wisdom, it's in the book. Is it right that should happen? Or is a coincidence?
Where is the proof?
The proof is the book we are all...
Where is it? Where's the proof? Where's the evidence?
The book
Book where's the chapter? Where's the line?
Okay, let me read it.
My boy, Jaja, propaganda.
Let me read it for you.
What do you say? When no. What do you say? But the Biara 27th December, you'll be shocked. A bam says in
who
you watch it. A bam says in and then but by December, you see how things are going to change in our tide. And let me tell you something. It is just the economic situation. What do I say? It's the economic situation. It's just an aspect of the economy. Other areas, and one who they see what Independence Square. That alone is a game changer. My young teachers are F moving machines, only compactors, only sprinklers, no any
where be chopo. Obi na akoto na mubenya muchobo fu ekura mu de power machines no kura e be problem wo me
nya skato yo nya skato
yo say de mube wi anti mube to
you see
nti we ensama akoso na udi no edoso for the sake of say yemrenti yentimi amboni na but Akuma FM is 97.9 or so. Yes, Akuma FM Kumase, Media General, into Besukuti, full program now. Obako, page, Akuma FM. Akuma FM 87.9 or so. Stand to correct Obako, Obakuti, full program now. Now, aside that, Kevin Taylor did send me Atuja. Kevin Taylor, Kevin Taylor, Akobodu, and so Eddie send me Atuja. Some over no edi atu dwane de ani mususo wati ase ani mususo otimi se were aye nim Agyapade document ho enya ho asem nya medintre akra no o make the predictions and so kan nsem dada nti aye ni ya Agyapade abai no be kan no tum so over no wakansem many no call the wakansem papa wati business left up na wachidim even wachire how Ghana Kwame Nkrumah Utimi Ebeye the founder as Utimi Ebeji or my receive and some other people Biana it is a Obichi Bilente Williams Furata Bokan saying Akwaji any JB Dankwa Obomoke Kakika how they contribute and answer how is it fast one almost 18 Ebeye ebe coming to the scene my hatred otengu ayekoso otengu ayewa na nado dankwa kufado any ochiman ni some MPP fobinum omo MPs ombete Kwame Nkrumah ne numasem impo omo beka se He is the person behind our independence. And recently, the president speech or kind of issue clearly say he on one kasano, he knows the truth, but he don't want to say it. Because in some kind of say it is not only one person who fought for our freedom, who fought for our independence, but then a group of people and I'm fighting it. So not only Kwame Nkrumah, that is the statement made by the president of Ado. And Yankoni Yankuti Kevin Akobodi to answer so and Symbion so Waburuso and how he made his analysis when he began home to best of Agyapade3. He needs to do more, but it to be the answer about I was sitting at the mom in that manner. Yankupon shall best of what about community to Bra Modi Koso. Now, while I keep imagine our share now for front, so it will be ahead. You could see some run the two Jacoba or another, analysis being so high, the better one. So, you could see some book and Fabra.
In 1950, this is what happened. In 1950, okay. In 1950, Nkrumah initiated a campaign known as Positive Action, and then landed Nkrumah in jail. He started a campaign known as Positive Action. This campaign aimed to mobilize Ghanaians to demand self-government and full independence. In 1950, Nkrumah ba out said, we need we need positive action. And the idea was that Ghana has enough resource. Ghana for bibre esuade. Ghana for bibre ehusibia abrofo chichire oman. Ghana for yedum pempenso bia yeso your PhD holders, your doctors, your people who have also read wide. We can manage our economy. We can manage our country from now. So in 1950, Nkrumah said, no, we need what we call positive action. We all should come together and fight to reclaim our country back. Na yanyankasa yanchichire Ghana no. In the 50, Nkrumah start here no. So positive action was all about Ghana yanyankasa yanji yamain na yanrane yamain and your friend self-governance and full independence. Now Nkrumah say yanji Ghana free abrofunsem. Now when he moved forward, he says this: through protests, strikes and civil disobedience, Nkrumah and his supporters challenged British authority and pushed for change. So people were being suppressed. The white man, not Brunin and Tiasie, not English, if one say no, I didn't know this young man, wabeti be a positive actioner, or Pesa Ghana Mbebunu, Etiasie, or one Casabe to match Ghana, no Ghana and Casasube to my independent, or no bet to make Eddie, or one in Nia, or no bet to make the cocoa, or no subet to my tongue, and Yahusikadi at the mine. I didn't know Nkrumah Pesa Ghana Nina Junimubi. I didn't know Nkrumah Pesa Ghana Nino, na Junimubi. Intina abrofono empe. Adentina na abrofono empe. If you say na abrofono enyam faso, they were getting a lot. They were making a lot from Ghana. They were getting gold, they were getting diamond, they were getting manganese, they were getting timber, they were getting a lot. So if one young man comes up to say, stop abrofono, let us cut this off and start doing it ourselves. We are Brunina, you get worried. So these people started having issues with Kwame Nkrumah. Tie. You don't need a PhD holder to tell you these things. Now, what happened? What happened was that Nkrumah was arrested, as I told you. Now, you really see, what went on. Despite his imprisonment, Nkrumah's influence continued to grow. His party, the Convention People's Party, CPP, gained significant support. Inti Akyem Nkrumah ko tu muna sebio amanfoka say emu say Akyem Nkrumah, the leader, the person who started the positive action to enlighten Ghanaians, to open the horizon of Ghanaians, to make Ghanaians aware that we can do our own things. Nkrumah after he became very popular. Amanfoka say abrantie na oma ye hu say Ghana sa ye koko no ye kotona brochiri say na abrofo nya. A branch in America say you go the Waha Brofuru to no. Say any anka say na yeton a ebema Ghana jinane na so. Abrantie we na ema yati ache say kebi ma menka bi hia. Abrantie we na ema yati ache say we can say we are Ghanaians without asking the white man for permission. Adenti na machi ne de na hyem. So Nkrumah became popular. Into Osha prison in Yinano, he was popular. People were asking about him. Nkrumah mu yi no na ye hu se or chire bibi. Into yede Nkrumah ko share mu na Ghana for say no. This guy is actually the person who was opening our minds. Now, in the 1951 general elections, the CPP won by a landslide, demonstrating the widespread backing for Nkrumah's vision of independence. It's Nkrumah she jail no ye elections 1951 and Nkrumah win ye. There na man Nkrumah win elections no. Nkrumah da prison. What to make somebody vote for Nkrumah? At the end of my Ghana for Acosta line, I can say we still want this guy in prison. There's only one thing. The one thing they say they have seen is say what Nkrumah knows, no. Some man the opportunity to lead Ghana as a nation, no. Yensu yebetuma be said ye be self-independent. Ombe say Ghana so ebetumi ayekura ode no ho. The people, so because the people like Ghana saw something in Nkrumah. There were so many people who had been educated like Nkrumah. There were so many people also called to some Nkrumah school. There were so many people who were at the level of Nkrumah. But Ghana who say Nkrumah had some qualities and intelligence. It is basically beyond every person on Nkrumah see so. So they felt to say this is the leader they wanted. Because Nkrumah and yet somebody who had all these qualities Ghana for who be more. They should have chosen somebody who was out there also equally he's smart like Nkrumah. He can be a leader like Nkrumah. But in Nkrumah prison people said we need a leader. There's a difference between leadership and a leader. And it's not about America. You're George Washington, you're Abraham Lincoln. But remember, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, but when it comes to America, when it comes to Washington DC, they don't play with Washington, they don't play with Lincoln, they don't play with a few of them because they did unique things, even though they worked with other people. It is important to recognize Nkrumah as a leader. Inti Osha prison no Ghana for nyinati as way any day yadbot ni din afreno. Yesu Christo ba no de nipa 12 na nam. And so now Yesu nipa opena asem. It shows say nipa mu bebi no ye nkofo bi omwo some qualities ebi nibi. So Nkrumah won the elections from prison. Now as a result, he was released from prison on the 12th of February 12, 1951, and his political journey accelerated. Until from 1951, win elections were prison now a hot and Nkrumah enemies who say this young man, this John Mahama, this guy, we will stop him. Because there were some people in the system now we expect to say Ghana for were supposed to accept them. There were some people in the system they felt to say they were entitled to the leadership in Nkrumah Ghana for the man. So they felt to say Nkrumah beji omunimunyam, and they will find every possible means to eliminate Nkrumah. Nkrumah from the 12th of February 1951, and the enemies ni build more. That was the beginning of the struggle of Kwame Nkrumah, because then Kwame Nkrumah is a leader. They see him as a founder of an ideology, of a nation. How can we stop the people from thinking that way? Because when the people start to think that way, the only thing you can do to stop the people from thinking that way is to make sure that person is eliminated. Even that is not easy, because Nkrumah never dies. You and I, Yamisha Nkrumah, but we still believe in Nkrumah because of the works. But those people were rough. Those people thought to say at that moment, when Nkrumah eliminating the memories and for about Nkrumah, it was going to disappear. And they, at the end of the day, the people will rely on them, not Omabeye, the leaders. So 1951 and Nkrumah's struggle started here. Now, there's a reason why I say Agyapade, because we want the young people to understand Now, so called the last part, Prime Minister and beyond. Elected to Parliament, Nkrumah became the leader of government business and in 1952, the Prime Minister of the Gold Coast. Inti, obey Owini elections, or call Parliament, he became the leader of government business. And in 1952, the Prime Minister of Gold Coast. Remember, that time, na yendru Ghana. Yedan ho 1952. Akabes 5 years more, and then you do 1957. Indeed, right now, Nkrumah is the head of government business in Parliament. Technically, Ono NNA Prime Minister. Ojin say Omo Amune Nkrumah see swa na Omo time Nkrumah no. They were happy about this. No. The people were excited because they voted for Nkrumah. They saw the leadership qualities. They saw what Nkrumah was. They saw the qualities in him. They realized our ideas bia nipa bebre akosua ade abrochira ba omuni bi. So the people gave Nkrumah that opportunity to lead. Now, his leadership paved the way for Ghana's independence, which was achieved on 6th March 1957. So 1952 to 1957, Nkrumah did everything possible to make sure, said the white man, Nkrumah was the prime minister then, he was the leader of government business. It means every correspondence, Nkrumah was leading it. Nkrumah was making sure, say, Abrofono will understand why we as a people can manage our own country. Nkrumah took that lead as a leader, as the prime minister, as the head of government business in Parliament, to make Abrofono understand, they say, my people now are ready. And they cannot all walk to the UK to tell the Queen. They have chosen me as the leader to let you understand. And until you people understand, they say, the people are not willing to be slaves, to work for you again. Kwame Nkrumah, let me tell you something. Yenya leaders will be Ghana. They do not have the courage and Kwame Nkrumah. They did not have the charisma and Kwame Nkrumah. At that moment in 1950 to 1957, we could have chosen a leader, but Ebiana Sandipano only that charisma, that leadership person omo manipulate elections no na baumia edi senebeya omo betumia activated the second part of the book and say they have omo di omo echia Ekufuado ne mano ene Gabi mo mano ene Foriata mo mano. They are on the sidelines, they are waiting for this group of criminals to move. Now almost activated the Agyapade3. So they have an idea, say Sabukweno, it should be effective for about 50 years. And it's going to come in sections. In Ekufuado Modiano Mohui, after Ekufuado Modiano, there's another group waiting. Almost no, they'll take over from there. And it's now who say Ekufuado Tam a year. There are people in the MPP and they are all in this group, and those people are the reserve players. At the end of Ekufuado's tenure, there is a book, it will also come after Agyapade. So don't just see Agyapade 2025 now and no. Agyapade is a series of books. Because they want to take ownership of Ghana. And to take ownership of Ghana, you cannot use the constitution of Ghana to govern Ghana. If you want to take ownership, something like your own property, the constitution of Ghana was put together by we the people. You cannot use the constitution of Ghana to take over Ghana. You can only take over Ghana when you have your own constitution, which is like Agyapade. What they have shown you today, and that's somebody actually, it is not the end of the story. And Gabi Muni Ekufuado, they are bent on killing more people 2024 to keep Bawumia, because Bawumia is just a proxy. He is just a smoke screen. Bawumia is just a Ponzi sitting there. He's a lapdog. Bawumia is not effective. They need Bawumia to sit there as the president. Then they can do us more damage. If you don't see the book, you need to see the book deep. Now, Mama Chawade, these people, they have always, from day one, they have always hated the idea of democracy. They have always hated the idea of Kebi Mamin Kebi. They have always hated the idea of all of us sitting in the room and taking decisions together at a point making a decision aye nyina be giatum. And it's all the way back. JB Dankwa, Dr. Dankwa.
And the way summer Ura Kevin so with me idea to Ika and Libya Meka. We talk Kodwan way in Lika. Apart from Secréts Taylor, to be also seeing people for also promo. We see another Danko Fado, they bore me as well. Only review secret now also promo. Young Phantom Jane. How this money made analysis about Kwame Nkrumah and Simbia Wakam and Aquari. And you see, the only thing a mega mechanism. You all know the facts, and the facts can never be disputed. The facts can never be undermined. How, according to history, and history cannot be rewrite. In how you Kwame Nkrumah or brow from brow machine go to prison. Another person was spending about 3 years in prison. And Yankupon Adam, Gram, Inya, Akonya, winning elections, or winning elections out there, the prime minister. Fanchino, what's in there, the prime minister. What I say? So, Urano, a yard, and the name on Libya Meka. So, Brana on edge freedom. No. Now, because of the selfish of the other 5, now, you can be sick, na. So, Nkrumah one, Doctor, Nkrumah one, the Omoye big 6. But the other 5, Okoye, in fact, nation is a left up. Ubichibilente, Ibide Kufado, William Sufurata, and other people no Makahono. They were seriously, by biting Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. According to history, almost sabotaging because they were preaching for independence later, whilst Osagyefo was preaching for independence now. It is answering infantry and Ubia or pray for later. Or no been a new or been say Namebua Ochina and Ochina and I say any moment from tomorrow and all person making a decision and will be for we're making a decision now. So who fought for our freedom? This fact can never be disputed. In fact, this fact can never be disputed and can never be undermined. And the truth, my want to say Kwame Nkrumah, he fought a good fight. He fought a good fight, and young people, no matter what they say about Nkrumah, he is the hero and he is the first president of this country. He is the first president of this country. And so the reasons why Agyapade3 and can be and how are these people in the gradual process and they want to rule Ghana for so many years. And in case Agyapade3 name 2025 John Mahama be president and I said but we have and I said Bibisa Agyapade3 that is the reason why they have the standard version, they have the new version. Every year, every single year, Agyapade3 no renew. That is the reason why I was a Ghana. It's not really down, especially Obia Ghana. Don't be a partisan. Because NDC, NPP. Let me tell you, Agyapade3 and Kofobin Flachin NDC for Omudin, and they will make sure say after capturing all the properties of this country, of this state, some of the benefit. Until Mr. say a partisan, a partisan interest and of Moya. And why would they ignore the MPP? Bit say Yuga, Samia Uku, John Wodu, Kojo Nkrumah, Yuga Canadian Kumpe Japan. Any other top people in the MPP, they describe them in a horrible way. And the book, and someone will come from one say they will make sure say they will bring all these personalities down because they are holding the party in the Ashanti region. They are holding the party in the Ashanti region, so they will make sure say bring them down. So when you be I say break you down, how can you fight with the person? That is the plan and people form planning. So don't sit there and say some people, I'm going to defend the Agyapade book, the Agyapade document. Let's face the facts, and the fact is the facts. I mean, we see something record, what you say record, because this studio, maybe didn't come because and Simbi Boba, information be Boba. A being a coin at Nasia Great Dream because this is not the end of the Agyapade book. And Simbi a watchery. Now, my info we see Mediana Megamestro, so subscribe to the channel. Now, do comment at home. So I like it again. So, I dear my BB8 me, Akoso one, me, my Michiba for to be from New York. America, which my man, Uncle Shaman, way before UK. Baby of him again, especially Ghanaians, Ghana, form of Italy for Canada, US, and other part of European countries in Yankopon, Asia, Mammy from me, see the same Asia, be macro. Bye bye.